I am so excited for the month of September. It's Readathon Rebellion month, which we will get into here in a second, and I think that it's just going to be such a fun month overall. I did struggle a little bit with what I wanted to read this month, I'm not gonna lie. I was sitting down to think, okay, what do I want to put on this TBR, and literally was drawing a blank. So I did the best I could. Hopefully I managed to find me some good books, but if you have any suggestions of things that you know are coming out in September that you think I would like, leave them down in the comments because I was struggling. But I do hope that we got a pretty good TBR. I do want to mention that in the month of September, I am going to be hosting the Readathon Rebellion, which is a board game style readathon where we're going to be traveling across the board in order to rescue our leader and strengthen the rebellion. I think it's going to be so much fun. I am so excited about it. Like, this is the board. Is it not absolutely incredible? If you missed the announcement video and you want to know more about how to play, I will leave that down in the description box below for you guys to check out. And we will be doing my TBR for the objective prompts at the end of this video, and I'll tell you a little bit more about what that means. So for TBR Bluff, if you guys are new here, this is the TBR game that I play pretty much every single month, and I roll 5 die and match those die to the corresponding prompt. If I am not able to find the prompt, I can roll up to 3 times. If I'm still not able to find the prompt, then I have to add a roll. We're going to be starting with 6 rolls because I did not complete my TBR. I got a lot of things done, including the chunky fairy tale, but I still did not quite manage to finish it. So we will be doing a punishment roll, which means that I have to add another book and like figure out another thing to read, but it's fine. It's all fine. I will have 2 book club reads. We've got the Not So Indie Archive, which I host on Patreon over with Cassidy from Covers with Cassidy, as well as my current Patreon buddy read, which has not been decided at the time of filming this video. So I will let you guys know later once those are picked what they end up being if I'm not able to get them on the TBR. So without further ado, let's jump into the first roll. Okay, TBR Bluff roll number 1. Oh, 2 2s, actually 3 2s, a 3 and a 6. So what is 3 2s? Is that still on the board? What color are the 2s? Oh, they are green. So we need 4 2s as a multi-POV, 2 2s and 2 3s is continuous series, which could be good, and 2 2s and 2 6s is a pet pick. All of those are really good options. So like, what do I go for? Do I just re-roll 1? Like, do I re-roll the 3? I don't know. This is too hard. Why is the first pick gotta be so hard? We're gonna re-roll the 3 and just see if we can get another 2. Oh, okay. Do I re-roll both of them? That feels risky. I don't want a spinner wheel already. Ugh. Okay. Oh! Whoo! I did not cheat. I swear that is a 6. So for our roll number 1, we got pet pick. So for our first roll, we got pet pick, which is always Ollie's most favorite time of month when we get pet pick. So I'll actually leave a clip on the screen for you guys so that you can see what he ended up choosing. I gave him several different options that were more on the contemporary side of things just to spicing up the TBR a little bit. In the Weeds by B.K. Borison, this is going to be a buddy read, I think with Lexi and Monica, if Monica manages to read the first book in time, as well as Reckless, which is the next Elsie Silver book, and Not Quite Dead Yet by Holly Jackson, which is her like adult debut. All of these I've been very interested in reading, and I thought that it would give me a nice like change of pace, quick read throughout the month. Okay. Pick me a book. Oh, okay, you went to the first one. Not Quite Dead Yet. Roll number 2. That gave me nothing. Like almost a straight, but not a whole heck of a lot else. So I guess we're rolling again. Literally almost the same thing. We did get 2 1s that time, a 5, a 6, and a 2. So 2 1s gives us a lot of different options. We have steal a book, which would be nice, first person, underhyped, reverse page count. This one's hard, so I don't think I want this one. Maybe first person could be good. This is hard. Okay, we're definitely keeping the 2 1s, and I think we're re-rolling the rest. 3 1s. Not helpful. Okay, we're doing 7 rolls now, and we have a spinner wheel. Our second pick, we are just already out of the gate with the weird TBR things, but our second pick was a spinner wheel. So I was not able to find the book, so I had to add a book. Now we're up to 7 rolls and we get to use the wheel. The wheel has a combination of things that I've like not been super interested in reading right now, as well as things that I'm really excited to read right now. I did go and look at some of my arcs because I have been really needing to pick some more of those up recently. So I put a few of those on the wheel. So now let's cut to that clip, lots of cutting clips, sorry, it's not usually like this, and see what I ended up getting for my wheel. Okay, so for the wheel, I got Play Nice by Rachel Harrison. This is like her newest release that comes out in early September. I do have an arc of this, so at least it'll be knocking that off. I have a love-hate relationship with Rachel Harrison. I did not love So Thirsty, but I did like Black Sheep and Cackle. And I feel like I've read one other one of hers, but the name of it is completely escaping me right now. They're just fun, more literary horrors that I do enjoy reading. They're definitely fast reads. This one is witchy, I think. A woman must confront the demons of her past when she attempts to fix up her childhood home in this devilishly clever take on a haunted house novel. So not witches, it is a haunted house novel. I do think it could be fun. Like I like her books well enough and I enjoy reading them. I'm just a little nervous because sometimes they can lean a little too slow for me, but we'll just have to wait and see. Roll number 3. 2 4s that time. 2 4s is a skip. Honestly, it's TBR month. We're skipping that sucker. I swear it was not my intention for all of these to be so like off the wall picks, but now we got a skip and I'm gonna take it because this TBR already got longer than I meant for it to, so we just skip this prompt, move on to the next one. Roll number 4. 2 5s, a 6, a 3, and a 4. 2 5s. What color are the 5s again? Oh, yeah. 2 5s is not on the board, but we do have 2 5s and 2 6s, which is new to TBR. That could be good. 4 5s is chunky. 2 5s and 2 1s steal a book, pole pick, weapon on the cover horror. So we've got a lot of different options for the 5s. So I think I'm just going to keep those 2 out and re-roll the rest and see what we get. So that got us 2 5s and 2 4s. Please tell me that's still on the board. It is! That's a horror. Okay, I can work with that. Okay, now we get to move on to our next roll, which got me a horror. So we're completely off of the like fantasy rebellion books in this one, which is fine. You do not have to read fantasy books in order to participate in Readathon Rebellion, so this is definitely going to prove that. But I think I'm going to go with How Bad Things Can Get by Darcy Coates. This is her new one that actually just came out this week. It says it was supposed to be the party of the century. Miles of idyllic white sand beaches, lush jungle foliage, and a dark legend that nobody dreamed might be true. So we've got the true history of the island revealed. It sounds like it is an isolated setting off on an island, which can work for me and can also really not work for me. So I'm curious to see because I love most of Darcy Coates' books, and the books that don't work for me on this like isolated desert island type setting tend to lean a little bit more gothic and be by authors that I haven't enjoyed their books before anyway. Okay, roll number 5 out of 7. We're getting there. 2 5s, a 2, a 4, and a 6. So more 5s. Yay for the 5s. We're going to do what we did last time. Keep the 5s and re-roll the rest. It worked out well last time. Two 5s and 2 3s. Please be on the board. Please be on the board. Weapon on the cover. Yes! Okay, so the next book gave us Weapon on the cover, so we'll finally be able to get a fantasy book on here. I think for this one, I'm going to go with one that Nikki put on my radar called Smoke and Scar by Gretchen Powell Fox. I have seen this one around and it's been getting really, really good reviews. I love the cover and it mentions that we've got like an ancient grudge, and I think that we have a really strong female main character in this one. It says a splintered kingdom, an ancient grudge has kept the humans and the magical races at odds for centuries. We've got a legendary series of trials that occurs every 25 years. Love a trial. She's drowning in grief after losing the man she loved to the previous crucible. Then apparently we also have what I'm assuming is the love interest, and his goal is to conquer the crucible on humanity's behalf, but the only problem is getting through the trials alive means he has to work with her, the very fae he believes caused his parents' deaths. So we have an unwinnable challenge, we have a reluctant ally situation, which are all buzzwords for me, so hopefully I really enjoyed this one. Roll number 6, we are getting very close to being able to clear the board. If I can get a full house or underhyped, we are completely golden. Two ones, a 2, actually 3 ones, sorry. 3 ones, a 2, and a 5. So we don't have 3 ones. We've already talked about this once, but we do have 4 ones. So I'm going to reroll the 2 and the 5, and we're just going to see what we get. 4 ones. We're just going to take it. We're going to go with first person. Okay, so for first person, I think I'm going to be going with the next book in the Zodiac Academy series. I have been loving binging through these, and this is one of the first person books I could think of. I read book 4 and was so taken by the ending. I really enjoyed it, but I was scared of how the next book was going to continue, so I put it off, but I'm really excited to get back in this world. I'm really excited to continue in the series. I'm trying to decide though, I don't know which book I am going to put on the TBR, because I also am supposed to have read Dark Fae before going into this one. Nikki said she didn't really think that it mattered, and Cassidy didn't think that it mattered either, so I may just continue with Zodiac, but one of these 2 books is going to be on my TBR, and we will decide which one when I get in the mood for it, I guess. And is what is hopefully our final roll. I really need a full house or underhyped, really, really bad. Two 4s. Okay, a 2, a 3, and a 6. So 2 4s is not helping me unless I can get another 4, a full house. We're gonna keep the 2 4s because why not? Although there's not a lot of 4s. Literally, is this the only 4 left on the board? Oh crap, it is. That feels really risky. Really, really risky. I don't know what to do. Okay, we're gonna try it. 2 4s and 2 1s. Actually, 3 4s and 2 1s, which is not... Wait! Did I almost miss it? I did. 3 4s and 2 1s is a full house, right? So you know what that means. That means we are clearing the board. Yes! Finally! Then we got a wild. So this was by the skin of our teeth. I thought I was going to have to add another roll and another spinner wheel, but we managed to get it done. And for this one, I'm going to be going with Neverthorn by Shannon Mayer. This is a dark academia, she's in love with her professor kind of thing. I really like the cover for this one. There's actually a really pretty special edition, but we have a realm where magic reigns. A legendary hero once stood against the enriching darkness, but with his death, hope dwindled, and the best world can muster is Harlow Dagan, a thief, a magic school dropout, and a notorious troublemaker. I think it's going to be a vibes book. I truly do. I think it's going to be a crack kind of book, but I'm excited to give it a go and see what I think, because I've been actually hearing really, really good things about it so far. So that is my TBR, Bluff TBR. That is my core TBR, but now we need to talk about what I'm going to be reading primarily for the Readathon Rebellion. So in this one, you are rolling and you will start up at the top, and you can get different prompts and things as you go, and it's going to tell you a story as you travel throughout, but there are 4 prompts that are mandatory for everyone to do. So I wanted to go over the books that I'm planning to read for those mandatory prompts, and then I'm going to be doing a roll as you go for the rest of the rolls throughout the month, and I will be vlogging that, of course. But for our first objective, I'm not going to read you out the story that goes with it. You'll have to go to the announcement video in order to find that out, but the prompt is to read a book that has 2 or more points of view. So for this one, I'm actually going to be rolling over a book from my last TBR and going with Warrior Princess Assassin. This is the Fairy Loot edition, which is absolutely stunning, by the way. It was my buddy read pick for my Patreon in the month of August, but I was a slacker and had not gotten to it yet. So I am filming this TBR a little bit early because I'm going to be going to Canada. But if I manage to read this before August ends, then great, I'll pick another book. If I don't, then this is what I'm planning to read for multi-POV, because I need to get this done sooner rather than later. It is Polly, and I'm really hoping that I enjoy it. Okay, so the next prompt is to read the first book that you come across on a social media of your choice. So in my mind, this is not going to be something that you like absolutely have zero interest in. That's not the point. Kind of keep that in mind when you're scrolling through social media. But I think what I'm going to do is go to Instagram and see what I can find. Autumn book reads. Blood Moon. This is apparently, hopefully it's not like a super spoiler for anyone, but this is Faye Crate's October YA theme, and she mentions Blood Moon, which I have an arc of, and I have been really curious to read. It is YA, but it's vampires, and I love vampires. So I think I'm going to use this. This is a good one. 18-year-old Mira grew up in Timber Plains, hearing about a local legend that werewolves, apparently it has werewolves and vampires, many years ago traveled to their small town to protect humans from the growing threat of vampires. Twilight? Is that you? She's grown up now. She's starting her freshman year at university, and college feels normal. She receives an unaddressed letter from her mother and told the world isn't as it seems. So it's supposed to be a dark, thrilling, intensely romantic. I really love the cover, so I think that we're gonna go with that one. I think it's a good one. So that is that one done. Not as scary as I thought it would be. Next up, we have read a book with an action word in the title. This was a lot harder than I thought it would be. I knew it would be difficult when I made the prompt, but I wanted it to be a little challenging. So for this one, I'm going to do to cage a wild bird, with cage putting someone away being my action word. This is a book that is coming out in ebook format in the month of September. It is like a prison setting slow burn romantasy that's set in a dystopian world, which I ate up in Silver Elite, so I'm really excited to try this and see. I've heard amazing things about it. The hardcover doesn't come out until March though, which is a little bit weird, but since it's going to be on KU, I think I feel like it's fine for me to go ahead and read it. I do have an arc of this one as well, so apparently this is just the month of arcs unintentionally. And then last is to read a book that is fast-paced. This is up to your interpretation. What do you think is a fast-paced read? So for this one, I'm going to put a Tongue So Sweet and Deadly on. This is Not So Indie Archive pick for the month of September, which I'm really excited about. Emmy from Emmy Rossum just recently was screaming about it. I haven't seen her vlog yet, but I know that she loved it. And then there was another Instagrammer, Kristen, that also was screaming about it, so I'll leave both of their channels up here for you guys to check out. But I'm so excited. It is Faye. We have a girl that's magic allows her to compel anyone to do her bidding. That sounds really cool. I kind of wish I had that superpower. But after a tragic accident, she's thrown into the Fae King's dungeons and forced to swear a blood oath to him. Now she's living amongst humans, and when he finally comes to collect the blood oath, she's made to infiltrate the human elections to determine whether or not the current regime is involved in strange things happening in the land of the Fae. So of course she gets close to a brooding human. So we've got a little bit of politics, which I think could be really good. Like I said, I've heard amazing things about it, and honestly, that was enough for me. So I feel like that is enough books to add to my TBR for the month of September. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope that you will also be participating in Readathon Rebellion. I think it is going to be so much fun. So please go check out the video, sign up if you think that you're going to participate, and print out your own board because I think it's really cool. If you just want to let me know that you were here and hanging out, leave me a bird emoji for To Cage a Wild Bird. If you want to see previous TBR bluffs, the playlist is going to be up here on the screen for you guys. Thank you so very much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.